Hello, my name is Jennifer Hiraoka, Senior Manager, Internal Controls. Today, I'm here to present an update on the Financial Corrective Action Plan, or FCAP, for closing past audit findings. The recommendation is that the Finance and Governance Committee receive the update on the Financial Corrective Action Plan for closing past audit findings and recommend staff forward the presentation to City Council. Today's agenda is to provide an update on the status of the Financial Corrective Action Plan and to update you on the progress the City continues to make towards strengthening and maintaining our internal controls. The last Financial Corrective Action Plan update was provided earlier this year in March to the Finance and Governance Committee and in April to City Council. Although there has been no change in the status of the open findings, we are still committed to providing semi-annual corrective action plan updates. Just in case you needed to refresh your memory, here's the slide that details the corrective action plan status definitions. Today, the definitions that are most relevant are in progress and complete. During our October 2022 update, we reported that we had 3 unresolved unique findings that remained in progress. In January 2023, during the single audit, 1 audit finding was cleared. Edie and Payne reviewed the CDBG HUD finding and determined that the City sufficiently completed the corrective action plan for the finding, leaving only 2 prior findings in progress: the indirect cost allocation plan finding and the IT general controls finding. That brings us to the current status of these findings. As I mentioned earlier, there has been no change in the status of the 2 remaining open findings. They remain in progress. The key takeaway from this slide is that the fiscal year 2022 single audit resulted in no new findings. This chart shows that the total unique findings remain at 159 and only 2 findings remain in progress. The fiscal year 2022-23 audit is currently in progress, and results will be provided during our next update. The 2 outstanding remaining findings are as follows. For the update to the indirect cost allocation plan, the new cost allocation plan was completed after the fiscal year 23-24 budget cycle and will be implemented with the fiscal year 24-25 budget. For the information technology general controls finding, updates continue to be provided to City Council via separate confidential reports due to the sensitive nature of the information. The underlying information presented on this chart is the same as presented in the past, but it's just in a different format. While the format for this slide has changed, the ultimate message has not. And hopefully, this revised slide emphasizes the positive progress the City has made in managing audit findings. Since 2015, the City has had a total of 186 audit findings, of which 159 were unique, non-repeat findings. The corrective action plan status as of October 2023 is the last column on the right side of the page. The column is only orange because only 2 significant deficiencies remain outstanding. There are no material weaknesses, no non-compliances, or best practices, which would be indicated by red, black, or blue respectively. The takeaway from this slide is that the city has made substantial progress within the last 4 years and only has 2 unresolved findings. This slide highlights the progress the city continues to make towards strengthening our system of internal controls. We continue to operate with a commitment to internal controls. The fiscal year 22-23 targeted assessment was completed, reinforcing policies, procedures, and controls. Financial processes and procedures continue to be updated during the ERP stabilization period. We continue to make progress on our remaining open audit findings. The cost allocation plan was completed and will be implemented with the fiscal year 24-25 budget. We continue to ensure that our accounting team is properly trained. The general accounting team received training on governmental generally accepted accounting principle updates in preparation for the fiscal year 22-23 financial reporting cycle and will attend governmental GAAP and GASB updates in preparation for the fiscal year 23-24 financial reporting cycle. That concludes the presentation.